Have you ever felt like everything was blocked, that no door would open, and that there was no way out of your dreams and battles? What if I told you that, even when it seemed impossible, God has already released what the world tried to close against you? Perhaps you have gone through moments of frustration, doors that seemed eternally locked, opportunities that suddenly disappeared. But the truth is that there is an invisible force working behind the scenes of your life, opening paths that no one can block. What you are about to discover may surprise you, because it is not just about hope or pretty words, but a divine revelation that directly touches your journey of faith and strengthens your spiritual victory. Imagine for a moment that each blockage you faced was not an end, but only preparation for something greater, a plan that only God could accomplish. Stay with me until the end, because we are going to delve into this divine authority, understand how doors that seemed impossible to open are already being released, and feel the spiritual force that transforms despair into confidence and anxiety into faith. What the world tried to lock away, God is now opening, and you are about to realize that nothing can stop the victory that has already been decreed for your life. And as you begin to feel this reality, I want to invite you to actively participate in this experience. If this topic resonates with you, leave a comment below about what touched you the most. A victory you feel God has already begun to prepare, or even a moment that seemed impossible but He surprised you. Like the video if these words awakened faith and hope in your heart, because each like shows that we are walking together on this journey and strengthens the message to reach more people who need to hear this today. And if you want to continue following messages like this, subscribe to the channel, so you don't miss any words that can transform your day and your life. Your participation here is what makes this channel grow, spreading revelations, spiritual strength, and motivation so that each person who watches can feel that they are not alone, that doors that seemed closed can open, and that the victory God has already decreed is closer than you imagine. Perhaps you've faced days when it seemed like everything was against you, moments when important doors closed without explanation, and opportunities seemed to vanish before your eyes. Maybe you made decisions with faith, but nothing seemed to move, and the feeling of being stuck felt overwhelming. I want you to know that this experience is not a sign of defeat, but part of a larger journey, and God is working silently behind the scenes of your life, preparing transformations that you cannot yet see. Each obstacle, each door that seemed impossible to open, is part of a process that strengthens your mindset, shapes your faith, and reveals the hidden truth that nothing happens without purpose. The impact of these experiences may seem heavy now, but everything is being aligned so that your victory manifests at the right time, in a way that no one and nothing can stop it. Now I want to go even deeper into this subject, showing how each step, each prayer, and each moment of waiting is part of a greater revelation that will transform your vision of your own journey. Comment below, I'm on this journey too. Now I want to delve even deeper into this subject, because there's something you need to realize. In heaven, a door has been opened for you that no one can close. What seemed blocked, what the world tried to prevent, has already been released by God, and this is a truth that transcends any obstacle you may have faced. Imagine a huge, golden door opening before you, and an intense light piercing every barrier that previously seemed insurmountable, illuminating the path to your spiritual victory. Every step you've taken, every decision made in faith, every moment of waiting is part of a larger plan, a transformation happening behind the scenes of your life, guided by divine authority. This revelation is not just a distant promise. It's a real impact that shakes your mindset, strengthens your hope, and makes you realize that nothing that was closed can remain so when God decides to open it. The feeling of freedom and accomplishment you will experience is the fruit of this journey of faith, this connection with something greater that goes far beyond what the eyes can see. Comment below, this makes sense to me. Now I want to delve even deeper into this subject, because the victory that God has already released is not just a distant promise. It's something you can begin to feel and experience today. Every prayer you make, every word of faith that comes from your heart, is like taking a concrete step through the door He has opened for you. Imagine yourself crossing that portal, feeling the transformation happening in every area of your life, while barriers that once seemed insurmountable begin to disappear. This is the practical application of divine revelation, recognizing that the spiritual strength you need is already available, that a mindset of faith and the courage to act can redefine your decisions and open paths that previously seemed blocked. Every step of confidence, every choice made with determination, connects you with a hidden truth, an energy that moves behind the scenes of your life and makes real what seemed impossible. The feeling of freedom and impact is immediate when you begin to live this victory, understanding that what God has released does not depend on circumstances, but on the faith and action you put into motion now. Comment below, I'm on this journey too. Now I want to delve even deeper into this subject, because the victory that God has already released is not just an idea, it's a reality that manifests itself in visible and surprising ways in the lives of those who trust. Just as in Revelation 3 verse 8, "See, I have set before you an open door, which no one can shut." Many people have already witnessed doors opening unexpectedly, miracles transforming seemingly impossible situations, and revelations changing the mindset and faith journey of each person. Think about the behind-the-scenes aspects of your own life. Every difficulty, every courageous decision, every persistent prayer is part of a larger plan that you cannot yet fully see. This hidden truth shows that the impact of divine authority goes beyond what you imagine, shaping not only circumstances but also your spiritual strength and confidence to act. When you perceive these manifestations, you feel the transformation happening internally, hope growing, and the certainty that nothing can stop what God has already released. Every testimony we hear, every word of encouragement or biblical reflection, reinforces that victory is not only possible, it has already been decreed. Comment below, this makes sense to me. Today, God is opening doors for you that no one can close, and it's important to feel this deeply in your heart, like a silent force working behind the scenes of your life, transforming challenges into opportunities and fears into courage. Every decision you make in faith, every step taken towards what He has already released, connects you to a journey of spiritual transformation that impacts not only your circumstances but also your mindset and how you perceive each obstacle. The hidden truth is that nothing that seemed impossible can remain closed when divine authority acts in your favor, and the feeling of freedom and victory that arises is proof that miracles and blessings are happening even when you don't yet realize it. Feel the impact of this revelation and let it strengthen your hope, your faith, and your spiritual strength. The journey of each person who trusts in God is unique, but when we recognize these open doors and allow ourselves to walk through them, the effect is transformative, changing not only the present but preparing the way for greater achievements. Comment below, I'm with you until the end. If you've made it this far, I invite you to leave a comment saying, this message was for me, so we can celebrate together this word that touched your heart. Like the video if these revelations strengthened your faith and brought clarity to your journey, because each like shows that we are connected and that this message is reaching those who truly need to hear it. And if you want to continue receiving words of encouragement and inspiration that transform your mindset and strengthen your faith, subscribe to the channel and become part of this community. There's a video here that complements this topic. Click on it and continue with me there, because what God began to reveal today still has much more to impact your life.